Hello, this is How To Bob, and this is a video on how to replace the cold control or the thermostat in your Whirlpool Gold side-by-side refrigerator. And to get started, we're going to unplug the unit. Then we're going to go inside the unit. On the left-hand side of the refrigerator, you'll see a few covers. Here's one simple Phillips screw. Take that out and remove that cover. And then the back cover as well needs to come off, so we'll go ahead and take that one out while we're in here. This cover is held in by one screw and a tab in the back of the refrigerator, so to remove it, just pull it forward and it'll come out of the tab in the back. The next thing we're going to do is remove the two screws. There's one next to the light bulb, and there's one on the other side, right in the front, inside top of the refrigerator. I found it easiest to use a 1/4-inch socket to remove these screws. Now we're going to go around to the front control panel and remove the two control knobs. Simply pull them out. Get a little flat blade screwdriver underneath and pop them right off. Now we need to remove the control panel front, and I found a little slot over on the right hand side. It's nice to pull it out. Once you get it pulled out, you can pull the top out and slide your hand all the way down. Get a little help from a screwdriver, and the top will pop out first. Once the top pops out, it'll pull right off. You can see the clips on the bottom. Now we're going to remove the two screws. One on the right hand side, one on the left hand side here, using our 1/4-inch socket. Then we're going to drop our control panel down, and we're going to remove the two screws that are holding the control unit in place. There's one here on the right, and it's just a Phillips screw, and then there's another one over here on the left, and what that does is hold the two control knobs in place. Once that's done, we can go inside and unwire the cold control, the double wire at the top. Just simply pull that off. And then there's a single wire underneath it. Simply pull that off. And then we have a ground wire on the other side. And again, just pull that off. Now the next thing I'm going to do is remove the cold control from the bracket by taking off the two screws. Once I get that done, you'll see that the tube runs all the way back. I have to remove that thermometer here by pulling it out. And then I can pull the cold control or the thermostat out of the control panel. Now here's a look at the new thermostat or cold control unit. And to get started putting it back in, all I need to do is unroll the thermometer wire or tube and just fish it through the same way it came out. I want to make sure it doesn't get tangled up on any wires as I feed it through, because I know it has to go all the way to the back of the refrigerator. Now I'm going to mount my thermostat back to the bracket using the 1/4-inch socket. Just put the two screws back in. Once I get my cold control mounted to the bracket, I'm going to go ahead and wire up the cold control unit. The double wire goes at the top, and the single wire goes at the bottom of the cold control unit. And all that leaves is the ground wire on the right hand side of the cold control unit. Let's plug that in right there. Now I'm going to mount my cold control unit back into the control panel here and here with the Phillips screws. Once I get my control unit mounted back up into the control panel, I can put the control panel back up in the refrigerator and replace the 2 screws in the front of the control unit using my 1/4-inch socket. Then I'm going to go inside the refrigerator and replace the 2 screws in the top of the control unit here and over here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is go inside the refrigerator and remount the tube or thermometer inside. It just snaps into place, kind of loops around, and then I'm going to get my cover. You can see the tab on the back here just goes in the hole on the back of the refrigerator, and then there's the 1 Phillips screw that holds it into place. Once that's done, my next step is to replace the other cover, just using the 1 Phillips screw that's left. Now I've got that all assembled, I can put my control panel cover back on. Just snaps into place. Put the bottom in first and work it down. Get it snapped into place. And I can put my control knobs back on. And this is how to replace the cold control unit on your Whirlpool Gold side-by-side refrigerator. This is How To Bob. Thanks for watching.